he fly out. I heard a plop sound. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube. My YouTube. Anyways, I tried out a head wrap today. I don't know if I did good or not, but I think I slayed it. So it was good. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be giving you guys a story time today about my pregnancy, delivery, all of that story. So first thing first, how I went into labor was I got a membrane sweep to like induce my labor or jumpstart my labor, however you should put that. So in the morning, I got a date to go to the hospital to induce my labor. So which in, when you're inducing your labor, you're gonna walk with your clothes, the baby's clothes, and all of that and stuff. So basically what I did was we went to the hospital so they could induce me. So when I went, they they um they induced, well, they gave me a membrane sweep. A membrane sweep is basically when the doctor, for who don't know, a membrane sweep is for when the doctor like put their hand in your vagina and do the little, it's basically like you're gonna be having sex but with a finger. So it's very uncomfortable, it's very painful, and it's something that I wouldn't want again. So what happened was, they gave me that and they sent me back home in the afternoon. So basically when I got back home, I realized that I am feeling pain. Which, and I told my mom that I'm feeling pain. So she was like, it's not nothing serious, you should just chill until you start feeling contractions. So which, and I was feeling Braxton Hicks, and those are like practice contractions for when the real, to know what to expect when the real contraction come. So I'm home. I was sleeping. Well, I was FaceTiming with my niece. So she was checking up on me, asking me how I'm doing, all of that, because I went earlier and got a membrane sweep. So when all of that has been done, I realized that okay, I'm gonna take a nap. So meanwhile, I'm taking a nap now. It's about 7 in the night, and I'm feeling so much pain, and I'm telling my mom that I'm feeling pain. It's like the pain was on and off. It wasn't straight, and the contractions were far apart, but it was still painful. So while on FaceTime, as I told you, my niece called me. Well, she's older than me, so yeah. She's been calling me, checking up on me, and I'm calling her, telling her, updating her on the pain and all that, and we talking back and forth and stuff. So around, I'm gonna just fast forward, because around 10 o'clock, I went to the bathroom and I pee. So, and I realized that I lost my mucus plug. So I see like blood and stuff, not drastically, but yeah. So what I did, I came and I told my mom that I lost my mucus plug and whatever. She was like, okay, it's like it's you're gonna have the baby soon. It's either today or tomorrow. So I'm like, I need this child out of me like today. And she's like, relax. So I went back on the bed and I went back to sleep. So every time I sleep, a contraction would like wake me up, and that was so uncomfortable. So mind you, after I after I got up, it was about roughly 12 o'clock. I started to feel more contractions. The pain started getting intense. So what I did, I called the hospital and I told them like, I'm feeling pain. I'm wondering if I should come or whatnot. They asked me how long ago did I feel the baby. I told them like two. I told them like 2 hours ago I felt the baby move, and they were like, okay, you should come so we could monitor the baby and see if the baby's okay. So I'm like, I'm not about to come to the hospital and you guys gonna send me back home, to say that I'm not ready. So she was like, no, 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 if you're not ready, we're gonna send you back home or whatever, but that's not the reason. We want to know that the baby's okay. So I'm like, all right, give me like 2 hours. I will see if I should come. She was like, okay, no problem. Okay, so mind you, after I got off the phone, I went back to sleep. A contraction woke me up again. And I'm like, I cannot do this. So fast forward to about 3 o'clock. The contraction started to come every after the contraction got intense. I'm ready to go. So it basically go along until like 4 4 o'clock, and then in the morning, and then I couldn't take it anymore. I just decided that I'm gonna go to the hospital. If they want to send me home, they send me home. But this pain is very intense, and I think I'm going into labor like right now. Right now. So with all of that happening, on my way there, girl, let me tell you, I was a brat. Like I was holding my mother, and I don't know, I nearly tear the lady's skirt off. I was just, every time I felt a contraction, I grabbed her skirt and was like pulling it so hard, because it's like when you're having contraction, they say you must not tense yourself, but you must breathe. I tried the breathing thing, and it wasn't cutting it. So what I did was I just tensed up myself, and it would like go away, come back, go away. Sorry about that. It would like go away, come back, go away, come back. But like it's like I was handling it because I didn't shed a tear, but I was groaning a lot, and I was like, I need this baby out. So when I happens when I happens to reach to the hospital, the security guard was like, okay, do you need any help? Do you need a wheelchair, whatever, because you're in a lot of pain and you cannot make it to the 15th floor. I was like, I'm in a lot of pain, and I don't think I can make it to the 15th floor either. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna call one of the carriers to come and carry you to the 15th floor, whatever. So let me tell you, girl, when that carrier came and whatever, and the stroller, and came about the stroller for the wheelchair, the guy, he brought me to the 15th floor and everything. When I reached, the lady was like, what's your name? And I was like, I'm Brittany. And she's like, oh, you were supposed to be here from since 3 o'clock. What happened? I told her, well, I was just holding off a little bit to see what's going on. And she was like, okay, no problem. We're going to go in the room. We're going to check you to make sure everything's okay and whatever with the baby. So it's like, okay, no problem. So I went inside the room, they took off my clothes, and they gave me a gown to put on. So mind you, the nurse came, she strapped my belly and everything, and she had the monitor on my belly with the baby. That shit was so tight. I start giving her excuses like, I want to go to the bathroom, I want to pee, I feel like, and she was like, yeah, you can pee, but don't try to poo. So I'm like, okay, no, fine, no problem. I will try not to poo, because I didn't feel like I want to poo, but she said it's very common that pregnant people want to poo when they're in labor, and it's just a trick. So I was there, and I just felt so uncomfortable. I was in so much of pain, and I meant that I just had this whole thought against me that I didn't want an epidural. Epidural. I didn't want an epidural because I heard it had bad side effects, but we're gonna get to that. When we're there and they checked me, I was 30 centimeters, and the lady's like, okay, we're gonna keep you, and you're gonna have the baby soon, or you're gonna have the baby tonight, today, whatever. So mind you, when I'm there, it's already like 5 o'clock in the morning, and rolling over into the next day. I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna have the baby. I don't know what to expect. I was very scared. Scared is the word. I wouldn't call it scared, but I was anxious. Wanted to have the baby today. Want to come out of the pain. Want to see what he looks like. You know, all these things running through my head. Okay, fine. The pain, the contraction cool off for a good while. I went to sleep and everything. Girl, I'm gonna tell you, a piece of contraction woke me up. I don't know where that came from. Come, Papa. I don't know where that came from, but it woke me up, and it made me remember that I was in labor. It was like, girl, get your ass up. No, it's not sleeping time. So, um, after that, whatever, I'm there and I'm in a lot of pain. And the nurse was like, "Can we get you anything? You cannot eat though, but can we get you anything?" I'm like, I need some ice." And she brought some ice for me, and I started eating that ice. And I was in and out of WhatsApp because I was keeping my friends and my family updated, you know, telling them what's next, what's this, what's that, whatever. So this pain came, and I want to believe that was when he was turning his self face up, because close to when he was close to come out, they said they took an ultrasound, and they said they realized that he's face up, which he was face down all the time. So I felt this hard freaking pain out of nowhere just cross my belly like a knife squawk. So I was like, damn. Then I start crying and stuff. That's when I know, not crying literally with water, but I started to feel a lot of pain. And I was like, can I have something? The nurse brought the laughing gas. Let me tell you, that laughing gas didn't do nothing for me. I took it off. She was like, any more thing or whatever, we can give you the epidural. And she asked me about 50 times if I wanted an epidural. And I'm like, no. And I was like, and then I couldn't take the pain anymore, and I was still a bit distant from having the baby. So I was like, nurse, can I have the epidural? I didn't say it this calm though, but I was like, can I have the epidural, whatever? She was like, okay, sure, no problem. She came back and she told me that I have to wait a bit on the anesthesiologist, the guy who's supposed to give me the epidural, because he's in an emergency right now. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I tried so many things. I tried walking, I tried bouncing on the ball, and the pain was just getting worse. I was like, okay, Brittany, you can do this. You can do this. When the guy came with the epidural, I was so like, you never see, I was not so happy. I've never been so happy that I'm gonna be out of pain. But I was very, 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 I don't know, happy. I was just overwhelmed. So when the guy came and he told me like, put myself in a seat and hug the pillow. So they showed me what to do, and I did it. And he was like, okay, we're gonna, you need to communicate with us and talk to us, because we're gonna be talking to you and gonna be telling us what you feeling. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I did exactly that, and let me tell you, I felt every motherfucking thing. Even though that nigga said he numbed my back, I felt everything. Everything. I was like, okay. I felt when the nigga dig my spine, bone, everything. But I didn't move, because if you move, you can cripple yourself for life. So it's like, okay. I didn't move. I stayed one place and I communicated and was like, yes, I'm feeling it or whatever. He's like, okay, no problem. Just relax and stuff. And every time you feel a contraction, tell us. I was feeling contraction in between while he was doing it. So I have to get an epidural now. It didn't started to work yet, but then I don't know if it put me to sleep or I fell asleep. But I fell asleep. But when I wake up, my body was totally numbed. I felt like I got shocked. I was just numb. I couldn't feel nothing from my belly. I couldn't feel nothing from my belly down, but I could feel something from my breast up. So it was like, okay, that's very weird. I tried, the doctors came and they were like, okay, they're gonna turn me. So they turn me so that the epidural can work. And if you stay one place while having the epidural, it won't really work. That's what they say. I don't know. So they tried to turn me, whatever. So they came back and checked me. I was 9 centimeters after they came and checked me. So it's like, okay, I'm about to have a child. This is where the drastic part came. So I was basically in labor for 28 hours. From the time I had the membrane sweep till the time I had Aiden. So what happened was I fast fast forward to when they came and took the ultrasound of my belly. Aiden was face up. So what the doctor told the nurse to do was to put her finger and flip Aiden. So when she did that, she was boosting me up, and she was like, oh, works. Mind you, they burst my water bag like an hour after. And she would boost an hour before. And she was boosting me up, and she was like, oh, your baby have a lot of hair. Your baby have a lot of hair and all of that. I was like, yes. But ballad Pitney I go. So I had a lot of heartburn and stuff. And while she turned Aiden, I felt a lot of pain. I felt everything that she did. I felt every single thing that she did, and I was like, okay, I have to get my mind into this now, because I'm gonna be pushing soon. So then they left after they turned him and everything. I didn't really felt it like that, but I felt the pressure. So she left and everything, and she went away. Then the doctor came in and told me that, oh, by an hour you're supposed to be at 10 centimeters and you're gonna be pushing soon. So every time I'm looking up on the clock, and I'm looking for the hour to come. When I catch myself, it's an hour after. So the doctors came in, like the team came in, and they were like getting me ready to push, and they took the epidural button away, because I had a button with the epidural. Every time you feel a contraction, every 10 minutes, you press the button and the medicine will rush down into your back to cool the pain. So the doctors were like, oh, hey, you're gonna put your foot up now on these stuff. And my foot was up. My feet went up, girl. And then I have, like, one of my feet are bent, right? So because I'm numb, they're trying to tell me that my feet that is bent is not really inside of the stuff properly. So I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? And the lady was like, okay, you're numb and everything, I understand, but you're gonna have to try and fix your feet. I'm telling her, miss, my feet is naturally bent. She's like, okay, no problem. So my mom came, and they told my mom to hold my leg, turn it, whatever, the other direction, whatever. So they were like, okay, every time you feel a contraction, now you're gonna push down Aiden, because his head is right there and he's ready to come out, whatever. So like every time I feel a contraction, I'm pushing out, and I'm pushing. So the lady was like, okay, you're gonna push, but every time you push, you're gonna bring your chin to your chest. So I'm like, and I push it, and I'm pushing through. When I finally feel him right there at the hole, ready to pop out. After he was ready to pop out, I'm like, god damn. That's when I knew I got tear, and I only got one stitch, because when he was there, they were telling me to, this is now the time is to push, because he's crowning. So it's time for me to put more emphasis and everything into that pushing, all my strength and might and stuff. But I couldn't do it. I was out of breath and stuff, and they brought the oxygen, and they put the oxygen in me. That's when I know that, because I have asthma, that's when I know that I can do it, when I got the oxygen. So after a while now, I start pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Then I realized that he fly out. I heard a plop sound, I was like, yes, girl. I started to bawl my, let me tell you, I started to bawl my eyes out. He, when they put him on me, he was so cute. I mean, like, yes, he's in a lot of mess and whatever, but he was so cute, and that was like my baby. And I was like, I'm touching him, and I was like poking his hand. I'm like, damn, this baby don't have no bone. I'm like, I'm so dumb. But anyway, I was like, okay, I'm a deal with this, you know. Then the doctors were stitching me up and what everything. They told me to cough 3 times to get my placenta out. I did exactly that, even though it was extremely painful and whatnot. I did it. I went through labor. It wasn't an easy road, but it was very hard for me, but I got through it. I got my baby and everything. They weighed him. He was 7 pounds, 12 ounces, my baby. And after they stitched me up and stuff, and they took the stuff out my back, and they were like, okay, after they took the stuff out my back, they were like, okay, we're gonna give you a couple hours with your baby. Then we're gonna come back and deal with you and the baby. They cleaned me up and whatever. It was a lot of blood, and every time the doctor came and she pressed my belly, that was so uncomfortable. But every time she pressed my belly, there was like a lot of blood rushing out and everything. So after all of that, was done, um I started to hold Aiden and stuff. After I was holding him, I start crying because I went through a lot during my pregnancy, and I was like, damn, I have a cute little baby boy. Like, I have somebody to live for now. And it was just an emotional moment. My mom was crying, I was crying, and the baby was like, what why are you crying for? I'm hungry. So then they tried to put him on the breast, and he didn't really want the breast. I don't know if he didn't want the breast or he was just, okay, I'm new to this, what's slang, whatever. So they're like, okay, we're gonna wait a little and we're gonna put him back on the breast again and see if he take it. He apparently, after they came back and put him on the breast, he took the breast. He was sucking my breast so hard, like I was not used to it. It was like, damn, why you have to pull so hard? I didn't know breastfeeding would be that hurt, but it did hurt. And after I have him, whatever, they brought me on a ward, and I was there with, I was in a room and stuff. After I was in the room, they came, they bathed him and everything, and the doctor was like, okay, the nurse is like, okay, I'm gonna carry you now to the washroom to pee and to poo. I was like, okay. I didn't even feel like I want to pee because they had a tube, and you know. So after all of that, I was afraid to poo because I thought I would pop the stitches. And I didn't really get to poo that night or whatever. So I was like, I was chilling and everything. I was just there, still in shock that I have a baby. But that's the greatest part of it. My labor was over, my delivery, everything. I had a safe delivery. I must say thank you, Jesus. And this is the end of my video. So what I want you to do, pardon me, like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Make sure you view and everything. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me and for watching my video. Anyways, this is baby Aiden. This is baby Aiden. This is my pride and my joy.